Yeah, ready. Okay. Hi, I'm Misal, your Think Educator. Welcome to Think Lightboard series. Before we start, please follow our social media account, our Facebook and Instagram as a link below. All right. So today we're going to talk about chapter 2 of. Okay, so chapter 2, right, cell biology and organization. Basically we are going to cover on 2.2.1, which is identify the structure of animal and plant cells based on observation under the light microscope. All right, if you're ready, let's get through it. Okay, so what you're looking now is basically a cell. Okay, I'm putting it general as a cell because we are going to look at comparisons of animal and plant cell later. But what is in cell? Okay, so we are looking at organelles. All right, organelles are actually little organs inside your cell. Okay, and in your body, yes, you have cells. So what are all these little organelles do? Okay, they help you run your body. Now let's look. So basically, let's look at the first most important one, which is the nucleus. All right, so I'm just gonna here nucleus. Okay, now what is the nucleus? Now in SPM you have to know the structure and the function as well. Okay, so a nucleus, the structure is a large central membrane bound organelle which contains DNA. Okay, okay, so in nucleus there are a few things that you can see. Basically all this crumple up thread here, all right, this is what we call by DNA. Okay, so DNA, okay, it contains genetic information, your genetic information, and it is stored in the nucleus. Okay, all right, so what is the function of nucleus is to protect the DNA. Oh, pause. Okay, so the next thing inside the nucleus itself is what we call by nucleolus. Okay, so this is nucleolus for you. Now, what is the function of nucleus? Sorry, what is the function of nucleolus? It is responsible to make ribosomes. Okay, ribosomes is responsible to make protein. We will go in deeper in depth about this later on in the next topic. Okay, so the next one we're going to look at, right, just outside of the nucleus, okay, is rough endoplasmic reticulum, which is this one. Woo. Okay, so what is the function of endoplasmic reticulum? Okay, so basically what it does is it's like a highway. Okay, it transfers substances, okay, as well as many chemical reactions, including protein modification and distribution. So we have rough endoplasmic reticulum here, and then we have smooth endoplasmic reticulum here. I hope it's not too messy for you guys to see. Woo! Okay. Right. Now, what's the difference between rough and smooth? As you can see, the rough one, we have like dots, 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 dots. Okay, what are those dots? Those dots are actually ribosomes. Okay, ribosomes. All right, so ribosomes are at the rough endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, smooth endoplasmic reticulum. All right, you can see that the structure, it has no dots. Pause. Okay, I forgot to add one more, which is cytoplasm. Da-da-da. Right, so the next organelle we're going to look at is very important. Not as important as nucleus and mitochondria, but important, is Golgi apparatus. Now, that's a long stretch too. Okay, so what it does. So, I know that since the PKP, MCO, whatsoever you call it, right? You guys love shopping online. Now, Golgi apparatus is simple. It's like your JNT. It's like your post laju. Okay? So what it does, okay, it's basically process and package protein to be used inside the cell and also outside the cell. Dah. Okay, the next organelle, lysosome. Okay, lysosome. So what it does is, okay, hold on, sorry, lysosome here. Okay, these tiny dots here. Okay, now where are they found? Okay, mostly on all cells. Okay, what are they? What are the structure? Vesicles that contain powerful digestive enzymes. Okay, powerful digestive enzymes. All right, and what do? Okay, basically they break down all cell parts. Okay, basically like all of this, if they get old, it malfunction, you can't use it anymore. What the cell does is it sends the lysosome to munch it up, break it down. All right, and also if there's any bacteria that comes into the cell, okay, they are your how do you say, fighters. Okay, so they fight invading bacteria. Okay, mitochondria, which is this one. All right, I'm just going to put a star because it's too far to stretch. Okay. Fun fact, mitochondria can exist by itself based on evolution. Okay, so basically, somehow before, mitochondria doesn't exist in our body. All right, it's outside, and somehow based on evolution, it comes into our body and it stays there. All right, what it does, okay, it generates energy, specifically ATP. Okay, I am just going to write it somewhere. Okay, I'm just going to write it here quickly. ATP, adenosine triphosphate. Okay, what it does is it gives you energy, it gives your cell energy to perform its daily activities. Okay, the next organelle, vacuoles. Now, vacuoles are different for plant and animals in terms of size. Okay, plant cells, we will look at it later, which is slightly bigger and take up most of the space of the cell. But in terms of animal cell, it's actually really small. Okay. So what it does, right? For animal cell, it does not store any nutrients or water. Okay, but for animal cell, vacuoles, what they do is they help in cellular digestion. Let's go. Right. Now, these are one of the things that is only available in animal cell. Okay, centrioles. Okay, only in animal cell. Now, what it does, the task is specifically is to assist during nuclear division. Okay, when I say nuclear division, meaning that in the process of mitosis, meiosis, where one cell make another cell. And last but not least, cytoplasm. Now, I can't draw an arrow for cytoplasm because it covers up all of the part of the cell. It's like a liquid filling up the cell. All right? And what it does, it actually helps the organelles to stay in place, and also it contains some enzymes to help for cellular digestion as well. So cytoplasm, it's a space filled with liquid all around the cell. Hi, welcome back. So basically, you've looked at all the organelles that are in animal cell, and we are going to look at plant cell right now. Okay, so let's dive into it. But before that, I forgot another organelle. Oh, I have here cell wall chloroplast. Okay, it's good. Right, so in plant cell, you have the same thing. You have your nucleus, you have your nucleolus to make ribosome. Okay, your nucleus is to protect your DNA. I'm just doing a recap, all right? You have your rough endoplasmic reticulum with ribosomes on it, all right? You have your smooth endoplasmic reticulum here, okay? And you have your mitochondria, okay, to generate your ATP. You have your lysosome to aid in cellular digestion. You have your centrioles for what do you call that? nuclear division. Okay, now you have your vacuole, all right, which you saw previously in animal cell. It is like tiny bit, but have a look, plant cell. Vacuole is huge. Okay, vacuole is huge. Now, why the vacuole is big in the plant cell? It is because, all right, I'm just going to write it because I have a huge space here. Okay, it stores water and, yeah, that is my N, all right, nutrients. Okay, also it aids in cellular digestion, right? Now, the difference between plant cell and animal cell for vacuole is plant cell and animal cell both use vacuole for cellular digestion, but only plant cell uses vacuole to store water and nutrients. All right. Now, the thing that animal cell doesn't have and plant cell have is chloroplast. Okay, chloroplast here. Okay, what it does. Chloroplast. Okay, so as you know, it is in plant cell only. Okay, what it does, okay, it takes the energy from the sunlight, right, and it turns the energy into food, all right, in a process called photosynthesis. Okay, we will dive in deeper about that in another chapter. Now, the next thing that only plant cell has and animal cell doesn't have is cell wall. Ching, 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 cell wall. You can see it's like a rigid shape. All right, it's rigid. Okay, so what it does, okay, it protects the whole cell and it maintains the cellular balance, or in biology we call it homeostasis. Okay, what is it? It is basically a structure that contains cellulose, all right, cellulose, and it surrounds the cell membrane. Okay, this is the cell membrane here. You can see these two lines on the cell membrane, all right, and the outer part here, okay, these are the cell wall, all right. Hi, welcome back. So just now we've looked at animal cell, we've looked at, oh, animal cell is here, and then we've looked at plant cells, all the organelles, all the little organs and its function inside it. But again, what are the similarities and what are the differences? Okay, so the similarities first. Both cells are made of nucleus, okay, which contains your genetic material. You have cytoplasm that keeps all the organelles in place. Plasma membrane is to protect the cell. Golgi apparatus, what is it for again? It's like a GNT, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, pus laju. Okay. Mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell that generates energy. Endoplasmic reticulum is your highway, NKVE dash Bukit Jelutong highway, whatever it is. And ribosomes is to make proteins. Okay, so both plant and animal cell has all of this. Now let's look at the differences. Okay, plant cells. Now, plant cells, first things first, has a fixed shape. Can you tell me why? Correct, because it has cell wall. Okay, so the cell wall will keep the plant cell rigid, in shape proper. All right, so plant cell has a fixed shape. Yes. Animal cell, so when plant cell has fixed shape, animal cell does not have a fixed shape. All right, next one. Now, because it has a fixed shape, I already mentioned to you, it has a cell wall. All right. Oh, straightforward. Has a cell wall, does not have a cell wall. Okay. What are the differences? Some more. Plant cell has a green thingy that is called chloroplast. Smart. Hold on. Does animal cell has chloroplast? Well, if you see any of your friend turns green, meaning that he has a chloroplast. Okay, or else, no, does not have a chloroplast. Okay, what else? What else? Um, hmm. Has a large vacuole. Remember, in the previous drawing, okay, I did the plant cell, and then you can see like a big blue pool. All right, that's a large vacuole though. Function, just to recap, is to store nutrients and water, and also to aid cellular digestion. Okay, for animal cell, usually not present, or if they have, it would be very small. Okay, because it doesn't need, animal cell, we don't need to store water and nutrients. What else? Yes, we are talking, since we got chloroplast here, how does plant cell store food? Okay, so plant cells store carbohydrate, okay, carbohydrate, food, energy, in form of starch. Okay, animal cell stores energy in form of glycogen. Okay, now you will if you're not sure what is starch, if you're not sure what is glycogen, we will look at the next chapter, which is macromolecules. All right, so we will cover in depth what is carbohydrate, what is starch, what is glycogen. Okay, and last but not least, I think I mentioned this in animal cell. Animal cell has centrioles in order to aid for cellular division, and plant cell does not have a centriole. Okay, I think that sums up about cell structure and function. Next part, we're going to look at some questions, and we're going to try and answer it together. Welcome back. It's question time. Okay, question number 1 for all of you out there. Which of the following is true? So you have your plant cell here, you have your animal cell here. Pause the video, have a look at the options, and yeah, we'll get back after this. And we are back. Okay, so for those of you who answered C, all right, ding, 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 you are right. Okay, so plant cell has a big vacuole, as I mentioned. All right, function is to store water and nutrients, also helps in cellular digestion. Animal cell, in this case, no vacuole. Some have, as I mentioned in before this. Okay, some have, but very little. Majority of them doesn't have. So the answer for this question is C. All right, so we are looking at another question, but this is for paper 2. So you're looking at 2 diagrams down there, P and Q, and there are 4 questions here. So the first question, it requires you to name the organelle P and Q. And the next question is, what processes occur in organelle P and Q? Right, the next question. So process P requires a green substance, okay, a green substance. So what is this substance called? And C, the following question, and what is the function of this substance? All right, pause the video, try the answer, and then we get back to it. All right, so for those of you who have tried to answer this question, let's check your answers. P, so P is chloroplast, okay. Q is mitochondria. All right, processes that occur in organelle P and Q. Okay, for P, since it's chloroplast, what it does, it runs the process of photosynthesis. And for mitochondria, as you know, the function of mitochondria is to generate ATP or create energy through the process of cellular respiration. We will look at cellular respiration in the later chapter. All right. Okay, the process in P requires a green substance. What is this substance? Okay, it is called chloroplast. We've looked at this earlier. And what is the function of this substance? Basically, is to absorb the energy from sunlight okay, in order to make food for the plants. All right, I think that's a wrap for cell structure and function. See you in the next video. The next organelle, lysosome. Okay, lysosome. So, pause. Dah. Okay. All right. Ding 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 ding. You are right. Okay. Dah ready. Okay.